In this episode of Talking About Orks, we're going to be going over Warbikers. Big sigh, because the Warbikers were the best unit in the previous codex, and now they are the worst, or maybe second worst unit in the index. And the two obvious reasons for that is price. They went up 50% in points, and then they lost their survivability in the exhaust cloud rule. Now, the exhaust cloud has had many versions over the different codexes, but there's always been something to add to their survivability. And the reason for that is they're so fast, they're the frontline assault, so they're going to get shot at and before anything else in your army. So they need that extra survivability. In last edition, they get +1 to their cover save when they were turbo boosting, which gave them a 3-up cover save, and which could be added to 2-up when they were joined with that snark, and that was amazing. Warbikes were literally the best unit in the previous codex. They had lots of shooting, decent assault, good survivability, and they were incredibly fast. And all of that is gone in this index. They might have been a little undercosted, but not 2/3 undercosted or 1/3 undercosted. So they basically have not changed. They did gain a wound, so you got 14-inch move. So they don't even get an automatic 6 on their turbo boost or advancing. Weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 5, strength 4, toughness 5, 2 wounds, 2 attacks, 4-up save. So really, other than gaining a wound, they haven't changed much. You can go up to 12, which again is another disappointment, because you could take units of 15 before. Now you can only take units of 12. Okay, they come with their twin DACA guns, so the strength 5, no EP, 1 damage, 6 shots per bike. So basically, no change there. They come with Slugga and Choppa, so they have pistols, and they have their Choppa, so they still get their 3 attacks each. So literally not much has changed. They have Irigo, Mob Rule, and no other special rules. So what can we hope to see with Exhaust Cloud in the next codex? There are lots of possibilities. One is they always gain the benefit of cover, even if they're out in the open. 2, if they advance, they get +1 to their saves, which might be a little powerful depending on how it's worded. Because if they can get +1 to their saves, combined with the KFF, they would get a 4-up invul save if they advance, and actually that would make them almost worth 27 points. If it is like that, I would pay 24. Probably 24, 25 would be better. But if they were 24 points each, and the exhaust cloud gave them +1 to their saving throw, whatever that saving throw is, whether it be cover, armor, or invul when they advance, only when they advance, that would make it worth it. Because then, as I said, they could advance, go with the KFF mech to get a 4-up invul save against shooting, add a pain boy in there on a bike. Now you're talking about survivability equivalent to what we had before. I would live with that at that high price. But if it's something else, they need to go way back down, preferably back to their 18 points that they were before, because they are just too easy to kill. And there's just so much shooting, so much overwhelming firepower in this edition that this kind of expensive, weak unit is just not viable. I mean, even if you play just for fun, there's going to be so many points in these Warbikes, they're going to die so easily. It's just not fun anymore. That's why I keep trying to emphasize in this, that there are units that are so bad, they're not even fun to play in casual beer and pretzel games. Because even in those kind of games, even if you get tabled or whatever, you still want to have fun. You want to be able to be competitive. You want to be in the game. If you just put your stuff down on the table and have to pick them back up again, that is not a fun game for anybody. So, and I mean, there are lots of units throughout all the indexes and codexes that are just not good at all in any way, and Warbikers is one of them. So they need to be fixed. I mean, the stats are fine, the Irigo is fine, and the reroll charges is awesome on Warbikes, but they need a lot more, especially if they're going to stay up in points like they are. With the way they are, they need to actually be like 15 points a model. with no other changes. If they were 15 points a model with that kind of survivability, you know, that might be worth it, because then you could just run massive numbers of them. At 15 points a model, I could run, at 12 models per unit, you know, I could run like 6 units. And they would just die in droves, but at least they would be fun. That would be fun to do. Yeah, I would do, with the way they are right now at 15 points a model, I would do that. But the way, at 27 points per model, they're just not, they're not playable at all, the way they are. So that's pretty much it for Warbikes. They haven't changed in the least. They do everything they did before, but with the exception of the survivability they had. And this edition is all about survivability. You have to keep your stuff alive for it to do something. And Warbikes are such a large part of your army because they are so expensive that, and they die so easily, that you're just not going to have anything left to do anything. So huge, especially since I loved Warbike armies. I played the crap out of Warbike armies in 7th edition. Zad Snark, 30 bikes, 45 bikes, knob bikers, anything on a bike was just so good in the last edition. And they were fun. They were so fast. They were orky. I mean, you could move 24 inches that first turn with your turbo boosting, and you would be right there. Your whole army would literally be in their face turn 1, which is the way orcs are supposed to be. They're supposed to be, I'm going to assault you and kill you that way. They're not supposed to be shooting anything at range. Oh, well, anyway, that's enough of a rant. Warbikers suck in the index completely. They just suck. Don't put them on the board. Put them in a box. Make sure they don't get dusty, and hopefully when the codex comes out, they'll be playable. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this episode of Talking About Orcs. Please subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new Talking About Orcs videos every Wednesday, new battle reports every Friday, and hobby videos whenever I can. Thanks for watching.